Phantom Nightmare doesn't only have one of the best looking new themes ever, with the Ashen reveals 2 days ago, we're going to be getting a ton of new support cards for legacy decks, as far back as Raid Raptors, to some of the more recent world premieres like goatee. If you want to see early reveals and future box drops, hit that bell notification and subscribe, because tomorrow I will also be cracking open Phantom Nightmare. I'm going to be taking you through some of these returning themes today, giving you a little bit of information and background on them, while also checking out which rarity these are going to be available in. Now let's start with goatee. There's not a ton of themes that revolve around exclusively banishing, but with this deck, your primary gameplay loop involves recurring resources in the standby phase, and then setting up big synchro summons on your opponent's turn, sending their field to the deep beyond. We've got 2 new cards for goatee in the form of Keef and P6. Keef is a free body and extender that helps you swarm your field with resources, but also works as very good disruption with immediately removing opponent's monsters and setting up your future standby phase. P6, a brand new searcher for the deck, lets you easily set up more banish cards while also being generic, as it searches any fish monster in the game. Coelacanth is also a fish, and you can do with that information what you will. Next is Magis Spectres, a pendulum strategy that has seen play in all kinds of different forms, from slow control and even big combo piles. Now first here, you've got Yamarashi. This little spiky fella has the ability to special summon itself to the field for free, which is a very easy way to set up link plays before your pendulum summon. And not to mention, he has a nice little bonus recycling effect with spells from the graveyard. Speaking of link monsters, Magis Spectre Orthrus New just needs any pendulum monster and a Magis Spectre to add back 2 Magis Spectres from the extra deck to your hand, bypassing the zone requirements of your future pendulum summon, as you've now got them in your hand instead of the extra deck. Now, not only does it recycle all of its materials, you can then send from your deck other Magis Spectres who you haven't triggered this turn, and then gain so much more advantage to control the field. Now, this was clearly made with the intention to be used in pure Magis Spectre, so unfortunately it won't be used in pen piles, but regardless, triggering Kyubi, Ogama, Crow, Bunbuku, all in the same turn so consistently is really powerful. And alongside consistency, there's Magis Spectre Wind, a brand new spell card that offers 3 extra copies of any Magis Spectre monster from the deck if you tribute a Magis Spectre. You simply use it to special summon one from the hand, or you can get that all-important Bunbuku Yamarashi play before your pendulum summon out of your deck. It should also be noted that the Link monster is the only Magis Spectre without the targeting and destruction protection, so this can let you dodge disruption on that huge +2 ability from things like Effect Veiler and Infinite Impermanence. Finally, we've got Draco Ryu, a generic rank 4 which special summons twice per turn from the deck when cards are tributed. Even your opponent's monsters, although that might not come up as much, it will synergize with all of those trap cards during your opponent's turn to give you much more follow-up and resources. And it summons any level 6 or lower wind spellcaster from the deck, which is a shame because I don't think he'll be here to help for this one, but maybe in the future. The next theme is Raid Raptors from Arc V. With this legendary new Xyz monster that's deceptively easy to summon with the brand new rank up spell, your opponent's field will find it very difficult to handle an unaffected boss monster that can deal game-winning amounts of damage in a singular turn. Next, European players will tremble at the brand new plant support. Yeah, it's a new Aroma Link monster, and it's splashable in any plant deck. This adds any Aroma card on summon, and creates the required zones to fulfill her ludicrous effect of summoning up to 3 Aromas from your hand. And she has removal. By simply tributing a monster she points to, you can banish any card on the field. Speaking of adding any Aroma card from deck to the hand, the new spell card Aroma Blend allows you to place Humid Winds, Dried Winds, or Blessed Winds from your deck to the field face up, giving you the option to grab Aroma monsters with Humid, or removal with Dried Winds, or if you just want some recursion and life gain, you've got Blessed Winds. Alright, that's my quick little rundown. If you've watched this far, you can leave a comment down below for which theme you're the most excited for. Subscribe to keep up to date with future videos like this one, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for Phantom Nightmare.